Listen carefully, because what you're about to hear is not the version of Jesus they talk about in Sunday school, and definitely not the version most people grew up hearing. This is the version hidden between the lines, the version whispered by ancient mystics, the version that speaks the language of frequency, vibration, consciousness, and reality creation. And once you understand this version, your entire life can shift. Because Jesus wasn't just a spiritual figure. He was one of the greatest manifestors who ever walked this planet. A man whose teachings were not meant for blind belief, but for inner transformation. A man who tried to teach humanity a truth so powerful, so revolutionary, that even today most people miss it completely. But you won't, not after listening to this. So sit with this message. Don't rush it. Don't multitask. Just listen and let the words land in your energy. Because if you truly understand what Jesus meant when he said, "Ask and it shall be given," if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, and the kingdom of God is within you, then the way you manifest, the way you think, the way you create reality will change forever. Let's begin. When Jesus said, "Ask and it shall be given," most people imagined prayer, kneeling, pleading, hoping something out there will hear them. But Jesus wasn't teaching people to beg. He wasn't pointing to an external God handing out miracles like rewards. He was revealing a cosmic law, a vibrational mechanism built into the universe itself, a law that quantum physics is finally beginning to prove. Asking is not verbal. Asking is vibrational. You ask through your beliefs, your inner expectations, your emotional blueprint, the scenes you imagine, and the frequency you carry moment to moment. You don't receive what you want. You receive what you are aligned with. Jesus was teaching people not to speak their desires, but to become their desires. Because the universe responds to resonance, not language. And when he said, "If you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you can move mountains," he wasn't talking about blind religious devotion. He wasn't talking about belief as a thought. He was talking about belief as a state, as a vibrational certainty. The mustard seed is tiny, almost invisible, because he was trying to say that you don't need enormous belief. You need pure belief, uncontaminated by doubt. A belief that doesn't waver at the subconscious level. Modern quantum theory calls this the observer effect. Your expectation, your inner certainty, collapses reality into form. Jesus said it long before science ever caught up. Reality bends for the person whose inner frequency refuses to shake. Faith is not devotion. Faith is resonance, the frequency of "it's already done." This is why he said, "You can move mountains." He wasn't being poetic. He was being literal in the language of consciousness. And then there's one of the most misunderstood teachings in all of spiritual history. The kingdom of God is within you. Most people grew up thinking this was about morality, about goodness, about heaven after death. But Jesus wasn't pointing to a place. He was pointing to a state, a dimension of consciousness that exists inside every human being. The kingdom within means your inner world is the architect of your outer world. Your inner frequency is the blueprint of the physical reality you experience. What you call your life is simply your inner state made visible.
Jesus wasn't talking about religion. He was talking about your subconscious, your imagination, your energy field, and the inner realm where creation actually begins. Long before modern teachers like Neville Goddard or Joe Dispenza, long before quantum physicists started talking about energy, Jesus was teaching the same thing. You are creating reality from the inside out. And this is where most people miss the true power behind his teachings. They see Jesus as someone who performed miracles, as if he had special permission from the universe. But the truth, the deep truth, is that Jesus didn't break the laws of nature. He understood them perfectly, and he used them the way they were meant to be used. Jesus didn't change objects. He shifted states. He didn't manipulate matter. He shifted frequency. He didn't fight circumstances. He altered the field that gives rise to circumstances. Every miracle you've heard about, healing the sick, calming storms, multiplying food, every event was a demonstration of a singular principle. Your inner alignment creates the outer change. When he healed the sick, he wasn't fighting illness. He was tuning people to the frequency of wholeness. When he multiplied food, he wasn't creating matter. He was removing the vibration of lack and aligning the field to abundance. When he calmed the storm, he aligned himself so completely with peace that the outer world couldn't help but reflect it. This is why he told people, your faith has made you whole. Not his faith, your faith, your inner frequency. Jesus wasn't trying to perform miracles. He was trying to show humanity what happens when you live in full alignment with the creative laws of the universe. And this brings us to one of the most powerful truths in manifestation. Reality responds to identity, not desire. Jesus knew that wanting something is one frequency, but being the person who naturally receives it is a completely different state. This is why he spoke so much about becoming aligned, becoming renewed, becoming transformed. He understood that you don't manifest what you chase, you manifest what you embody. If your inner story is, I'm not enough, things never work for me, I'm trying, but nothing changes, then you are broadcasting a frequency of lack, fear, and separation. And the universe mirrors that back. Not because it is punishing you, but because it is responding to you. Jesus knew this, he lived this, he taught this, but most people never learned how to apply it. So let's bring it into your life right now. If you want to manifest something, anything, you must align with it from the inside out. The first step is awareness. What frequency are you truly living in? Not what you say you believe, but what your subconscious actually holds. Because your subconscious is the part of you Jesus was always talking about, the part he called the heart. When he said, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. He wasn't talking about your thoughts, he was talking about your inner energetic pattern. Your life is the echo of your inner world. So ask yourself, what story are you broadcasting? What energy are you carrying? What identity are you living from? Because if your inner world is in conflict with your desire, the desire will never manifest. Now here is the secret that ties all of Jesus' manifestation teachings together. Creation happens in the unseen first. Only then does it solidify into the physical. This is why he said things like, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. Not believe you will receive it, but believe you already have. This is the frequency of completion, the state of already done, the vibration of certainty. This is the mustard seed faith he was talking about, a tiny spark of unwavering knowing that bends reality around it. When you reach this state, when your inner world matches the reality you want, the outer world has no choice but to rearrange itself. So if you truly want to manifest something powerful in your life, don't ask for it. Don't chase it. Become the person who naturally attracts it. Shift the identity. Adjust the frequency. Tune the subconscious, because the moment your inner world shifts, the outer world follows. This is the real meaning of Jesus' teachings. This is the metaphysical layer hidden beneath the religious stories. This is the blueprint of reality creation that he tried to give humanity. And if you choose to apply it, if you choose to embody it, your life will not stay the same. Remember, the kingdom is within you. The power is within you. The frequency is within you. And the moment you align with it, nothing is impossible.